Every 60 years, the Chinese calendar produces a month this intense. They call it the double fire month. June 2026. It's here. Last month, a handful of Chinese metaphysics masters made some bold calls. US stocks would crash. The US and Iran wouldn't go to full war. Instead, they'd choke the money. And South Asia would face a deadly heat wave. What happened? On June 5th, the Nasdaq plunged 4%, its worst day of the year. The Strait of Hormuz stayed blocked, and oil whipsawed. India and Pakistan broke heat records. Coincidence? Maybe. But this month, their warnings get a lot louder. In the Chinese calendar, 2026 is a fire horse year, and June is a double fire month. Wood-feeding fire, fire stacked on fire. In plain terms, this is the most fire-charged month in a 60-year cycle. Fire means energy, drive, and breakthroughs, but also destruction. The masters have a name for it: the darkest June. Here's what's unusual. 4 very different schools, Bazi, Qigong, Feng Shui, and astrology, all landed on the same 4 points. 1. June is the most extreme, most dangerous month of the year. 2. Watch your health, especially the heart and the eyes. 3. Play defense with money. Don't take big risks. 4. Lie low. Don't make major moves. Keep those 4 in mind. Everything else is detail. Start with the world. The masters said the Middle East ceasefire wouldn't hold. And sure enough, talks collapsed in early June. Iran threatened to fully close the Strait of Hormuz, and oil jumped. Their read: this isn't a full-scale war. It's a fight to choke the money. Blockades, sanctions, counter-moves, back and forth. Don't expect real calm in the region this summer. They're also watching the top of major Western powers. Reading the US chart for the month, one master, Guanan, sees a direct clash striking the weak ruler star and reads it as instability at the top. Policy whiplash that could even spill into street unrest or market shocks. Another master, Dato, warns the US president faces higher risk this month to health, safety, and authority. And then, something stranger. One master glimpsed a strange omen somewhere northwest Europe, an important leader disappearing. But he stressed, again and again, it's just an uneasy feeling that probably won't happen. So take it as a soft heads up. No names, no jumping to conclusions. Over in Asia, one master, Dato, chose his words carefully. He said he wouldn't name the country, but that Asia would see unrest, and one nation's borders, its very map, could shift suddenly. He left it there, and so will we. No names, no speculation. Another master added that East Asian tensions would peak around the June 21st solstice. In a word, keep your eyes on Asia this summer. Money is where everyone leans in. Most masters are bearish on US stocks. They said the rate cut fantasy would break. On June 5th, half of that already played out. Expectations flipped from cuts to possible hikes. Tech led the drop, and chip stocks erased over $1 trillion in a single day. Their take: the bubble isn't done. Don't catch the falling knife in June. On crypto, they see a near-term pullback. Bitcoin and Ethereum dip first. Take profits, don't get greedy. Gold, they say, makes one last bottom and then climbs, bullish long term. Silver gets a specific date. It starts running on September 1st. One even flagged SpaceX as overvalued. Don't chase. Bottom line, defense first in June. Don't get carried away. Here's a big theme Western viewers will feel: AI. The masters say the layoffs aren't over. In May alone, nearly 100,000 US jobs were cut, about 40% tied to AI. And here's the twist: tech billionaires are pouring money into compute, while quietly buying farmland, stockpiling food, and building bunkers. Their reading is blunt. In the future, resources are king. Climate is where they've been sharpest. Early in the year, they named India and Pakistan for an epic heat wave, and May broke records with heat indexes near 50 degrees Celsius, electricity demand maxing out, and over 1 million square kilometers of farmland in drought. They're warning, this summer's heat may not truly peak until July, August, even September. On disasters, they said June's intense fire would stir the earth. And on June 8th, a magnitude 7.8 quake hit the Philippines and triggered tsunami alerts. Looking ahead, they're watching a few dates. Around the June 21st solstice, tensions tend to escalate. And from mid-June into July, prices could spike across the board, their single biggest call this month. Now to you, starting with health, where 6+ schools agree. Too much fire hits metal hardest: the heart, blood vessels, lungs, and the eyes. Tellingly, one master himself tore a retina this month, almost on cue. So, sleep more, hydrate, and check early if something feels off, especially your heart and your eyes. Now something lighter, your Chinese zodiac. 3 signs got named by all 3 masters this month. The rat has it hardest. Best to stay still, don't act on impulse. The horse is a double-edged sword, the most powerful energy, but it needs to keep a low profile. And the tiger is the strongest. Ride the momentum and push your core plans. Want the other signs? Tell me in the comments. I'll break them down next time. Finally, something you can actually use. In Feng Shui, avoid 2 directions this month: the south and the northwest. No renovations or breaking ground there. For action, remember 4 things: hold cash, delay big decisions, protect your health, steady your emotions. Don't let this fire push you around. It destroys, but it also clears the way for something new. For those who can handle the heat, this month is actually a rare window to push forward. Believe it or not, that's up to you. This is how Chinese metaphysics reads June. It's not scientific fact, and definitely not financial or medical advice. Treat it as cross-cultural curiosity. If last month's track record got your attention, then this month, let's watch together and see how it holds up. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. See you in July.